Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you actually signed up for a lead magnet? You filled out some information on a landing page and you actually signed up for that lead magnet. How much regret did you feel as you were hitting that submit button? And also, did you actually enter your actual email address? Did you use a fake one? Did you use a throwaway email address? Here's the thing. No one actually is excited about lead magnets anymore. And no one really wants to fill out that form in that landing page because you know you're going to get emailed a billion times after. And so the bar for actually getting able to get someone's email address and to actually deliver on that value is higher than ever. So how do you still generate leads? How do you generate pipeline? Well, it all starts at the landing page, and it all starts in getting the right strategy around that landing page. So in this episode, we're going to dig into the 3 principles you absolutely need to know to drive 60 to 80% conversions on your landing pages and your lead magnets, because that's what we pull off on our side, and you can too. Intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Unstoppable. I'm TK, and on this channel, I help SaaS founders like you grow your SaaS businesses faster with an unstoppable strategy. If you are new to this channel, be sure to smash that like button, and also be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon, because I drop an episode like this 3 times a week, every week, and I want to make sure that you get notified every single time I drop an episode with actionable strategies like this with the TK energy. Now, if you are already part of this community, this fast-growing community, we are actually getting to be the fastest-growing B2B SaaS channel out there. If you're part of my go-to-market coaching program, we now have over 50 founders in the program. In the go-to-market program, we have over 48 founders in the launch program. Super pumped. Welcome back. I'm so excited to see you over here. Now, here's the thing. Landing pages is something I obsess over. If you're inside one of my programs, we spend a lot of time thinking about the strategy around the landing pages and everything that goes around it, right? Now, the question is, how do you actually get landing pages to convert? Because these days, if you just have a shitty lead magnet, if you have a lead magnet that kind of resembles a BuzzFeed, like tricky survey or a listicle, it just doesn't work anymore. The bar is higher than ever. Knowing that, here's one of our landing pages. And this landing page, it's our 5-point SaaS growth strategy guide. It actually converts at anywhere from 60 to 80% by the time someone lands on that landing page. We're talking about, we get these conversion rates whether they go from a video like this, or they actually go from a cold ad, or just from a link that we posted in our social channels. How is it that we pulled this off? Because look at this thing. It's not that special. So what we're going to do is actually dig into the 3 principles you absolutely need to know and follow to make sure that not only do your landing pages convert, the actual principles that help you get to a successful lead magnet and a landing page. So if you're excited to dig in, go ahead and smash that like button if you haven't already. And let's go into principle number 1. Principle number 1, as you'll notice in this landing page, is what is the title? That is the first thing people look at, the title of actually what you're giving them. Now, the idea behind landing page is like, look, you give me your email address, I'll give you this thing for free, and it's valuable, right? And where we got lost is that a lot of the things that are lead magnets today are just not valuable. People are like, they'll never even read it, they'll never take action. You can spam them after, but they'll never look at it. It just doesn't work. The whole strategy gets broken. So the question is, who is this for, and what do I get? Those are 2 questions you have to answer inside of your title. If you look at our title, it's the 5-point SaaS growth strategy guide. It's for SaaS founders, and it gives you growth, and there's only 5 points to it. That's it. And you clearly can understand just from the title, who is this for, whether I can self-identify on this is something that can actually help me, and what do I actually get if I were to go into this. You see the power in that? If you don't actually nail the title and answer these 2 basic questions in your landing page or for the rest of your strategy, it won't work, because people will land there, they'll look at it and they're like, this is not for me. I don't want to waste my time. This is not even worth my time to give you my fake email address, and they'll move on. And your conversion rates will suffer. So it's super important to land the title on this. The second principle is people are asking them, they don't really want a doohickey anymore. They're tired of it. They know they're not going to read it. So you're more likely to get a fake email address, but people are looking for transformations. So principle number 2 is, what is the transformation you are promising to your ideal customer through your lead magnet, or what I like to call your manifesto? And I'll tell you the difference in the next principle. But right now, what is the transformation, right? Great lead magnets actually promise a before and after. They promise an actual transformation. What they also tell you is here's exactly what you need to do to achieve that transformation. And here's exactly what you're going to get if you sign up for this lead magnet. So if you look at our page, you'll see there's a lot of text. And a lot of times people will tell you, well, you shouldn't have a lot of text. But guess what? People read. People read if it's meaningful content. And you can write meaningful content if you truly understand your customer. And so we have real content there, like what is the real transformation I'm talking about in my 5-point SaaS growth strategy guide. And below that, I have a clear list of things that they're gonna get if they sign up for my lead magnet that I'm promising. And I make sure to actually deliver on that promise. And because I'm so succinct, because when you read it, you will get really an understanding like, oh, this person really understands me and the world that I'm in. I feel understood. That's the goal of that lead magnet. They're gonna sign up. That's why we get the 60 to 80% conversion rates. And we're also very clear about the transformation you're gonna get and exactly what you're gonna get out of the lead magnet versus just a dumb little PDF. Are you guys starting to see the power in this? Now, there is a principle number 3, and I want to go into it, but before I do that, let me just pause here for a second. If you're starting to see the power of how you can completely transform how you generate leads, if you just care a little bit more, if you're a little bit more intentional and purposeful about what you're delivering in terms of value to your customers, and you really think about the title, you think about the transformation, you articulate that, if you see the power of how that can completely transform your landing page without having to make it look pretty, can I just get a yes in the comments below? Also smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really likes it when you do that. So do I. And my team absolutely loves it when you do that. So please do that as well. Also, while I have you here, this is super meta. This is a little meta, but if you're growing your SaaS business and you're trying to figure out your growth strategy, you should totally download my 5-point SaaS growth strategy guide. I'll tell you more about it at the end of this video, but let's go into principle number 3, which is super important. This is what really brings it together. By now, you're like, you know what? The principles that TK is talking about goes beyond the landing page. And it's true. It's a little bit of a trick here, like the title, the transformation. All this stuff comes together in your landing page, but really the work begins in what your lead magnet actually is. I actually don't believe in lead magnets. I don't believe in them. My 5-point SaaS growth strategy guide is my manifesto. That is my manifesto on how I believe early stage B2B SaaS founders need to be operating. It's truly what I believe is needed based on my 15 years of experience and what you need to actually grow a SaaS business. That's my manifesto. That's why I started this company called Unstoppable. That's why I actually do what I do. Because I have a manifesto based on everything I've learned on where founders go wrong and how they can actually course correct and increase their likelihood of success. That's my manifesto. And that's the difference between a dumb lead magnet, a shitty lead magnet, and an actual manifesto. A manifesto has a very unique point of view. It teaches and educates, and it has a deep understanding of your ideal customer. So in order to get to the right title, in order to get to the right transformation, you need to start with a true manifesto. What is the big change you're bringing to the world? What are you trying to teach these people? What is the transformation? And how do you codify that into a title? Who are these people? If you do the work on actually creating a proper manifesto, then everything else falls into place a lot easier. Your landing page is a lot clearer, and your conversion rates are going to be better, and you're going to actually drive a much more scalable go-to-market machine. It all ties together. And that all starts with making sure that you're thinking about these 3 principles. What is the title? What is the transformation? And how do you actually deliver on that with your manifesto? You do these 3 things, even though this landing page looks super simple, it's actually like, according to certain standards, it's ugly. It is ugly, but it converts. It gets the value across, and it gets people to put in their email and actually read it. Our metrics are not just about conversion rates, about how many people actually read our manifesto and then take action. And that's what we measure, and that's what we go into. And the reason all this stuff flows, and you can try it out for yourself, is because we put deep thought into exactly what our ideal customer needs. And when you do that, when you create your manifesto, and when you actually think about the transformation, you create that talent, then everything else comes into focus, and everything, it raises all tides. So that's the 3 principles I had for you today on how you can transform your landing pages. These are 3 principles to follow. Now, if you're figuring all this out, you want to see what a great manifesto looks like. If you're in the stage where you're actually scaling your SaaS business and you want a strategy to follow, then I invite you to check out my 5-point SaaS growth strategy guide. All you need to do is just go to getunstoppable.com/strategy, getunstoppable.com/strategy. Just go over there. It's completely free. Just put in your name, email, what stage you're in, and we're off to the races. You can get access to it for free. And inside of it, I will walk you through exactly my manifesto on how to build a scalable SaaS business based on my 15 years of experience. It's completely free. Just go over there and check it out. Also, if you got value from this video, be sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, for me, for my team, which just means a lot to us. Comment below with your thoughts. Hit me with a yes at the very least, just so I know you got value from this, or just comment below with value. If you are part of a Slack group, if you're part of a WhatsApp group, and you feel like other founders can get value, please share this video with them. It would just mean the world to us. We want to positively impact as many founders as possible. And lastly, remember, everyone needs the strategy for their life and their business. When you are with us, yours is going to be unstoppable. And the only way you can do that, is if you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon if you haven't already. I'm TK, and I'll see you in the next episode.